Tonight, a search warrant turns up a wild discovery in Itasca County. 34-year-old Casey Huro and 39-year-old Courtney Edstrom, both of southern Minnesota, are behind bars tonight facing a slew of charges. According to the Itasca County Sheriff's Office, venomous snakes, including a cobra, were among the illegal things found during a search warrant in Deer River last week. The snakes and a tarantula were a surprise, as the warrant was the result of an investigation involving drugs and guns. Plenty of those were found as well, including meth and a stolen Glock. The sheriff says all of this, including the exotic species, posed a serious public threat to safety of Itasca County residents. To learn more about the agencies involved in this raid, the collaboration that helped make it happen, and more on the types of snakes found, use the Northern News Now app.